Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how to manage your tax rates inside Jobtable. So in the settings, you're going to go into the tax section here. So in here is where you can add all of your tax rates depending on your jurisdiction. You may have several tax rates, such as California, for example. Now, in this case, you're going to add the tax. So you're going to see this pop up here, tax ID, this first label here. This is just for internal use, generally your tax ID number, your business number, which you can just put in here. Your tax ID label is what you want to show on the invoices or quotes. For example, here in Ontario, we have what's called HST. So that's your label. And finally, your tax rate. This is where you would put in whatever the tax rate is. Now, if you mark as default, this will automatically use this tax rate on every quote and every invoice. Okay, so that's basically how you add your tax rate. So now what happens here if you create a quote, for instance, and in this case, I'm just going to do a quick example here. I'm going to add a line item. So as you can see here, the tax rate automatically populated because this is the default. Now, a couple things to note. You are able to edit the tax rate for each individual line item. So for example, let's say I have a few line items here. Now for this line item, maybe you want to remove the tax or add a different tax. For example, I know in some cases, in some jurisdictions, you don't charge tax for certain services, or maybe you don't charge tax for labor. So in a case like that, you can come into the line item and either change or remove the tax. So that is how you are able to do that. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, your tax rate will automatically calculate based on the default. You are able to change the tax rate over here as well. So for this particular quote, if it's in a certain jurisdiction, you can just toggle the different tax rate and it'll automatically update the numbers. All right, I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.